Hey there, CJ Math students. So I'm going to help you out with homework 3.7, number fluency number 4. It's a little bit different because you actually have to do some math ahead of time to figure out what number I'm trying to tell you. So let's look at row A. I have 1 1/2 plus 3/4. We know when we add fractions we need to have common denominators. So multiply by 2, multiply by 2. That becomes 1 2/4 plus 3/4. What's that give us? 1 5/4. We know 5/4 itself is an improper fraction, so really that 5/4 is going to add another 1 to it. So 1 plus this 5/4 is 1 1/4. So what's our actual number we're working with? 2 1/4. So the whole time we're working with 2 1/4. So as a mixed number, we can just put down 2 1/4 again. That's a mistake on my part. As another fraction, we can write down 2 1/4, and we can just multiply the fraction part by 2. So we have 2 2/8. As a decimal, 2 1/4. 2 is our whole number. The decimal, 1/4, we look at our reference sheet, 0.25. So 2.25. Another decimal is just 2.25, add a 0. The percent, we know that we write down 2.25 and then we swoop 2 times to the right. So we have 225%. To fill this in, we're going to shade in 2 full circles. And then the third circle we're going to divide up into fourths and only shade in one of them. To take half of 2 1/4, we need to first change it into an improper fraction. So remember this because you're going to have to do this on yourself when you get to the backside. So 2 times 4 is 8. 1 plus 8 is 9. So 9/4 divided by 2/1. Then we flip it, and we get 9/4 times 1/2. So again, put a star here, remember it, you're going to have to do some work on this one. So you get 9/8. Then we can use the same exact improper fraction that we got for take half, 9/4, and double it. 9/4 times 2/1. We need to cross cancel here. We can divide them both by 2, so this becomes a 2, this becomes a 1. And then what do we get? We get 9/2, because 9 times 1 is 9, 2 times 1 is 2. Second row. So again, you need to do some math on letter B before you can even figure out what the number is I want you to convert. So let's do the math. 3 times 5 is 5, carry the 1. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. It's not 75 because you have 2 decimal points, so therefore you want to swoop in the end twice. So what's the number I want you to work with? 0.75. Now, 0.75 as a mixed number is going to look a little bit interesting because really we don't have a whole number, so we can say 0, and what 0.75 is 3/4. So that's a weird mixed number, 0 and 3/4. What's the fraction? It's just 3/4. It's not even improper. We got 0.75. We looked at our reference sheet. 3/4 is 0.75. What's another fraction? Just take 3/4, multiply it by 2 on top and bottom. We get 6/8. Another decimal, 0.750. A percent, 0.75. Swoop it 2 times to the right, get 75%. We just divide this circle up into fourths and we shade in 3/4 of it. For the take half, we're going to use the original fraction that we have, which is 3/4 divided by 2/1. We flip it, so 3/4 times 1/2, we get 6/8. No, sorry, we get 3/8, my bad. And then we have 3/4 times 2/1. Again, look to cross cancel, which again we can. We divide by 2, we get 1 and a 2. So 3 times 1 is 3, 2 times 1 is 2, 3/2. Alright, for the last one, I have a mixed number divided by a fraction. So first we want to put a star here because again, you're going to have to pay real close attention because you're going to have to do the same thing on the back. So 1 1/2 we need to first turn to an improper fraction, so it's 3/2 divided by 3/4. And then we have to multiply, so flip it and multiply. So 3/2 times 4/3. And when we do that, we can actually cross cancel a whole bunch of stuff. So 3's and 3's cancel out, you get 1 and 1. 4 becomes a 2, 2 becomes a 1. So 1 times 2 is 2/1 is what I want you to work with. So as a mixed number, 2/1 is just, we can just call it 2. As an improper fraction, it's again the same thing, 2/1. So 2/1 times 2 times 2, we get 4/2. For the decimal part, what's 2 as a decimal? Well, it's just 2.0. Just add a decimal. What's it as another decimal? 2.00. What's it as a percent? Well, you can take 2.0, swoop 2 times to the right, you get 200%. That means I fill in both circles fully. We're going to take half of 2 over 1 now, which taking half of 2 is basically, you should say, what's half of 2? And it's just 1. So, but make sure you flip, show the math. Basically, we're going to get 2 over 2, which we know is just 1. I could have cross-canceled there and got 1 over 1, same thing. And then 2 over 1 times 2 over 1 gives us 4 over 1, which is the same thing as 4. So now if I were to plot these on the number line here, the first one I got, again, was 2 1/4. So A is going to be 2 1/4, 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4. So let's say A is about right there, 2 1/4. 0.75 or 3/4 would be 1/4, 2/4, 3/4. So B 0.75 would be about right here. And then 1 1/2 divided by 3/4, or as we found out, just 2, gets C right there on 2. All right, so the back side, look carefully at it, guys. Very similar to the front side, where I'm having you on A, find common denominators first, add that up to find out what number you're working with. In B, multiply fractions. I'm going to help you out with B here, so I get 6, 6, 2, swoop twice, but I want you to pay attention to the line, so it's really, you're working with 2.66 repeated on that one. And then in C again, 1 1/5, you got to change it to an improper fraction first, so 6 over 5 divided by 1/4, which becomes 6 over 5 times 4 over 1, which becomes 24 over 5 is what you're working with. But I want this as a mixed number because this is the mixed number column. So 5 goes into 24 4 times with 4 left over. So your mixed number is really 4 4/5, whereas your improper fraction is 24 over 5. So I did a little extra for you. Sorry for getting the video to you late. Have a wonderful weekend. Call me if you have questions. Shout out to Regis. Go ahead.
Yeah!